Hey you guys. but I decided to make this video. I figured it'd be a perfect time. So I'm making this video only because of the fact that a lot of people probably going through it and a lot of people don't know what to do. But yes, there is a such thing, people, as cryptic pregnancy. And a lot of people don't know what the heck it is, but cryptic pregnancy is basically you have pregnancy symptoms, you're pregnant, but the tests, blood tests, urine tests, and even ultrasounds come back negative. So doctors think you're not pregnant, but your body is telling you that you are. It's kind of weird because a lot of people will say, "Well, how are you gonna take a pregnancy test and not and then come back negative and you're still pregnant?" Well, the basically is the hormones that's in your body produces slower than regular females, or the normal females, and basically the HGC that's in your blood that transferred to your urine basically is not showing up. So blood test and urine test is not showing up. Quite frankly, I call it a miracle pregnancy. Cryptic pregnancy, miracle pregnancy. Same thing. So I'm trying to make this video because I've been wanting to make this video for the longest. And I feel like this would be a perfect testimony to show that my faith with God is always and will stand. He's testing me as we know it because of the fact that I have symptoms. Every symptom you could possibly think of. And no, it's not menstrual. It's not my regular menstrual cycle. Yes, I am having a 3-day period, not a 6. Normally I have a 6-day period. For the past 4 months, I've been having a 3-day period. So since April, I haven't had a real I really haven't had a full-blown period. Another symptom that I've been having is nausea. Not too much throwing up. I only throw up when certain stuff that I can't eat. And that's another thing. I can't eat certain stuff that I used to eat. I can't eat tomatoes. I can't eat croutons. I can't eat bananas at all. And I love bananas in my cereal. I cannot eat bananas. Basically, everything that Anthony / baby daddy / my boyfriend cannot eat or do not want to eat, I can't. And recently, it pisses me off because a lot of stuff that I used to eat, I can't. And I just bought like a case of pops. The pops that Anthony don't drink. They're like Ohana juices, but they're like pops basically. And I forgot, they start with a T. Anyways, I can't drink them. They make me sick. Like every time I eat stuff that Anthony does not like to eat, it makes me sick. It makes me nauseous. I even tried to force myself to eat it, thinking maybe it's all in my head. Can't do it. It's kind of hard to explain because you really just gotta believe. Like a lot of people feel and think like, well, bitch, you're not pregnant, or a lot of people may say you can't be pregnant if you have negative pregnancy tests. It doesn't make sense. Now, I have had a negative urine test, and recently I just had a negative blood test because doctors did not want to give me a blood test because I had a negative urine test. So I wanted to get a second opinion. I felt like, well, that's your job. So they really, for real, doctors told me they're not doing a blood test. So I had to go make an appointment to my doctor, to my OBGYN, lie to her so she can give me a blood test. And another reason why she ended up doing a blood test also, and this is so weird. So the doctor basically told me that I was pregnant. And I'm like, okay, well, I kind of knew that. And then she turns around and tells me, oops, I'm sorry, there has been a typo in our computer. And someone which they still couldn't, to this day, find out who it was. They said it was basically a typo. Somebody must have typed it in wrong. How you gonna type in positive pregnancy test? I'm not just. It doesn't make sense. But they said that there was a typo in the computer, and that's why. Because she read basically off the computer. Now there was a nurse that came in and did a pregnancy test in the office, one of them regular pregnancy tests in the office, and that came back negative. But when the doctor came back in and read on her computer, someone must have put in positive. So she told me I was pregnant. Then after the nurse came in and said, no, the test says negative. She looks at the test and says, oh, it is negative. I didn't look at the test. I looked at the computer. So that's abnormal anyway. So she went ahead and did a blood test based off of that. The blood test came back negative. So we even, Anthony, my boyfriend, basically asked her, can we do an ultrasound? She didn't want to do an ultrasound. I'm not understanding why doctors not doing it. And I've heard from multiple people that are pregnant and have been pregnant that they have got tests done. They have got ultrasounds done, blood tests done, and even urine tests done. And doctors do not want to do that with me. I don't know why. It's just weird. They just figure, okay, urine test negative, boom. The only reason why they did a blood test is because of the fact that somebody put it in the computer wrong. Otherwise, she wouldn't have did it. So it's just abnormal the way these doctors practicing on me, where everybody else that I know have got the same practice, and I'm the only one that's not getting the same treatment. It's just weird. It's almost as if God does not want me to know as of right now. And also, a lot of people will probably figure well, why wouldn't God want you to know that you're pregnant? That doesn't make sense. Well, I'm sorry. But no, I don't live in Michigan anymore. I live in Detroit. I don't live in Detroit anymore. I live in Ohio. So my insurance is in Michigan. And I cannot see an OBGYN right now until I switch over my insurance. I am in the process of switching my insurance over, but it's going to take some time. So in the meantime, it is what it is. I've been going to ERs for medical attention, and it's so irritating to wait. Recently, I didn't have to wait. And then I just went to the doctor because I had a yeast infection. And the doctors basically, I told them what been going on with my symptoms, and I told them, but I did take a pregnancy test. Listen to this. I told them that I've been spotting for 3 days. I told him all my symptoms, what's been going on. He asked me, have you took a pregnancy test? I said, yes. I took a pregnancy test. It came back negative. Technically, it came back positive. But I just wanted to see what he was going to say. He said, oh, that's good. Even after all the symptoms that I told him, he still went ahead. I told him everything. I told him I've been nauseated. I told him I hasn't had a period for real. I told him what's been going on. And as soon as I told him, but I had a negative pregnancy test. And it's been happening. I explained that it's been happening for 4 months. As soon as I tell them I have a negative pregnancy test, they block everything out. I don't think it's God has told me specifically that I'm pregnant because I've had 2 positive home pregnancy tests. Flat BFPs. Big fat positives. And when I go to the doctor, they tell me it's negative. So I feel like even if I was to go to the doctor and they tell me it's positive, there's nothing they can really do until I get an OBGYN. And I can't see an OBGYN until I get Ohio insurance. So I think that's why God is kind of, just stepping back. Like, okay, well, I'm not going to reveal this to these doctors right now because there's no need to. Because even if it is being revealed, there's no way for me to get medical attention for my pregnancy because my insurance is in Detroit and I live in Ohio now. So there's no way for me to get medical attention as of right now. So I just feel like God's just like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait until you get some insurance because I wouldn't be able to get no prenatals. I wouldn't be able to get no ultrasounds. I wouldn't even be able to get no tests done, pregnancy tests done. If they was to tell me that I am pregnant, there's no way for me to get any kind of help, medical help with my baby. So I feel like God just like take care of that first, because I can't do anything for you if you don't have any insurance for you. So that's how I feel as of right now. Like, I feel like God is basically waiting until I get some insurance and then going to reveal to the doctors, like, yeah, she is pregnant. Because my stomach is like a torpedo. One half is poking out, the other half isn't. Where my belly button is poking out. It's hard. Of course, I said I had pregnancy symptoms, all the pregnancy symptoms you could possibly think of. I'm not going to go down the list because a lot of people are pregnant now and they know what the pregnancy symptoms are. So, of course. And besides that, I've just been, good. I mean, accordingly, it was supposed to be like yesterday, according to yesterday, I was supposed to be 17 weeks. And when I went in, the doctor tells me, you're 19 weeks based on my last period. But, is based on my last period. But it's not the actual length of your pregnancy. If a lot of females, if you are pregnant, you know that your first 2 weeks, you're not really pregnant. It's the third and fourth week that you find out that you're pregnant. So, if I'm 19 weeks minus 2 to 3 weeks, I'm 16, 17 weeks. So, I'm far along, and it's a lot of stuff that I cannot do. Like, right now, like, for the past 2 days, I've been stressed out because I've been trying to get my boyfriend out of jail, for some situations. But, yeah, and for the past 2 days, I've been sick. Like, sick. Like, if I don't eat, and normally this is abnormal too, I can go days without eating. That's just how my metabolism is. But if I even go a couple hours, not even a whole day, a couple hours without eating, I will become sick as a dog. And I have to force myself to eat. And then if I just eat like a little snack, I'm going to have to go back and eat again because that's nothing. Like, I can eat some nuggets and be good for the whole day. But right now, if I eat some nuggets, it will help me for right now, but a couple hours later, I'm going to have to eat again. And that's how it was yesterday. And I think I just starved my baby for like so long that I just got sick. Like, I could not eat nothing. I tried to eat cereal and threw up. Shit crazy. And then on top of that, I'm taking medicine for this, this infection. And by me not eating and taking medicine is making me sicker. So I ended up almost throwing up the medicine that I took because I was trying to force myself to eat and I could not force myself at all. So I decided just to go to sleep. I couldn't do nothing else but go to sleep. So that's kind of how I am now. I'm like really in the process of trying to get insurance so I can get some help. And I'm just making this video. I've been wanting to make this video for the longest. Not because of the fact that, I kind of just want to. And to ensure and to let other people know my testimony. And to let other women that's going through this or might be going through the same thing, don't worry. Just keep praying. Because it's a reason. And there is a such thing as a cryptic pregnancy. You can be pregnant and not have a positive pregnancy test. But it's up to you to listen to God. And God will guide you and let you know if you are or are not. And it is confusing at first because you think you're not. And you think, okay, well, I'm not. But you are. God is just testing you. And that's how I feel right now. Like, I feel like he's testing me. I can't even sleep on my right side no more because it hurts. And a lot of symptoms that a lot of pregnancy girls will go through as of right now, I'm going through. I just don't have a positive pregnancy test. Well, I have a positive pregnancy test, a home pregnancy test, but not a confirmed from a doctor. But a home pregnancy test is good enough because the crazy part about it is, and I'm going to let you guys know on this before I end this video, that I had prayed. And this is another thing. Pray. pray. Just put your faith in God and pray. I had prayed to God to give me a sign. And I literally vowed to him that if he gives me a sign, I promise that I will keep that. It may seem weird, but I told him as a vow, if you give me a sign through a pregnancy test, through a whole pregnancy test, and show me that I am pregnant, that I will not tell Anthony, so that at the time, and of course, at the time, God is working on us individually. So I told God specifically, as a testimony, that send me a pregnancy test sign to show that I am pregnant, because I was freaking out, didn't know I was pregnant, thought I wasn't. Told God that if I am pregnant, give me a sign, give me a positive pregnancy test. And I promised to keep this, I vowed to God to keep this promise between me and him until he reveal it to the world. So, I kept that promise with him. And with 2 tests, and it's crazy because I haven't showed anyone yet about the test. But, I feel like I can show now, just for testimony. Can't really see too much, but, I don't know if you guys can see that freaking line. I'm trying to put it on my nose so you guys can see. The lighting is really, really horrible. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys probably can see that little line right there at the bottom. So yeah, I had another one before that one, but that was like really, 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 really faint, but you can still see it. I don't think you're going to be able to see through the camera as good as that one, but that was a testimony. And a lot of doctors, you guys can clearly see that it's positive, regardless whether it's faint or whether it's dark. It's a positive pregnancy test. So how is a doctor going to sit there and tell me that I'm not when I just specifically took a home pregnancy test 2 weeks before I took that? And then, I just feel like God is really trying to tell me something. He's talking through me and letting me know. So I'm testifying my testimony to let you guys know that it is okay to go through what you are going through. God will test all of us individually in different types of ways that we will never imagine. And we will never understand why. But it's for us to follow his word and to go through his faith so we can continue to be with him and so he can continue to guide us when things get tough, when things get depressing, when things you feel like everything is just coming down and you feel like you're back against the wall. And you feel like nobody is there. There is someone there. Our Heavenly Father. He has gave us Jesus Christ, his only son, to help us so we may go back to him. So I'm just making this video to testify upon my behalf and my pregnancy, and using that as a testimony, a strong testimony, because I can explain what's going on with this pregnancy. It's weird. It's abnormal. No one can explain what's going on. And doctors don't even know, couldn't even explain. You can't explain God's miracles. You will not understand God's miracles, but you will follow them. So I just want to let you guys know before I end this video that just stay strong, have faith, keep believing, keep praying, and we will all get through this. And at the end of the day, God is always by us. Like, you could just turn around, look to next to you, and he's right there. You're not going to see him, but you can feel him. So I just want to let you guys know that things are going to get hard, but God is here. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. And to the rest of you, in Jesus' name, you guys, I love you. Amen.